Hello guys, how's it going? AlexTheGrumpyOne here. I hope you're well. Today we got the Audi 2021 plate. This is A3, but I believe A4 is not far off as well on them, on doing the front bumper removal. So you got the new gloss black grille, as you can see here. We're going to be installing that, and also obviously the side bits that we got on the front bumper, we're going to be fitting them as well. Right, so before I start jacking the car up, I'm going to do the front bit off, so you can take that off. There's a little button that you press inside, and that should pop it up to squeeze it in. That comes off. I don't know if you can see, that's the button. I need to pop it out after I pressed it in, so it's all safe when I'm going to fit it back on. But as you can see at the back of it, there's a little mechanism that you can press in and it releases it. Right, so let's just get them out. And the whole grille should just come out. There you go, nice and easy. Right, so obviously at this stage, when you remove the lever from here, don't shut the bonnet or put it on the safety locks, or put some in there to stop it shutting, because obviously you don't want to shut it now because you're not going to be able to open it afterwards. Once the cover is off, we've got 3 Torx 30 screws there that we need to get undone. Now I personally usually like to leave at least one in there, just started like that. The only reason for that is obviously when you're undoing, especially on the new bumper that I've never done before, when I'm going to be undoing the sides, pulling them off, I don't want the bumper just to fall on the floor straight away, because it's going to be a bit complicated to do it on my own. Right guys, as you can see, I jacked up the car. It's all safe. There's jacks in there as well. So you can do this job without taking the wheels off. You can do one lock at a time to take the inner arch off, because obviously there's bolts holding, the screws holding the bumper on each side. And you're also going to need to take the under tray off and sort that out, because there's going to be screws holding the bumper from the bottom. So I got a perfect opportunity to use my new Draper Creeper. So there's Torx here that I've already undone. There's another one there. I'll show you closer once I remove the cover. And there's smaller ones. In the middle, there's one here. That's slightly smaller. And there's another one there. And a few on the sides. So I'll get that off and then show you the part and where they're all sitting. Right, so for under the car removes 3 Torx 27 and 8 Torx 28, as you can see there on the under tray, and what holds the bumper. As far as I'm aware, it's everything that holds it. The cover stayed on there, so it will come off with the bumper, but we'll find out in a second. The quickest way of doing this, and obviously the one that saves you time, is leaving the wheel on the full lock. Obviously the car's up in the air anyway. I've undone all the screws that were under here, all the Torx, and what I've done is only undone 1, 2, 3, 4 Torx. So the 27 and the 30, which holds the bumper here. So 1, 2, 3. Once you're done that, pull the cover in. There's another one, which hopefully you can see. There's another one straight here that holds the plastic cover. Oh, I don't think you're going to be able to see that. So you can see that one. So undo that one there, releases that plastic cover. And then obviously the one that holds the bumper at the top here, it's easy to see. So undo that one, which is the big one. And once that is out, you should be able to pull that off now. Obviously put a bit of masking tape. There you go. That comes off. So yeah, now all I got left, all the bolts from underneath are undone. I'll just take this one off and get to the wiring. If you got, like I said, parking sensors or etc., you're going to need to unplug that. And obviously the jet washers for the headlights, you might need to unplug them. It depends what you got, what equipment you got on your car. So yeah, hopefully this is going to come off now. Like I said, put duct tape, the masking tape on both sides to avoid any scratches. and get something like this rubber mats to put the bumper down so you don't scratch anything. Right, so I'm gonna put the creeper there just in case the bumper does come off, but I'm gonna release my last bolt, and obviously I have to hold it and hopefully avoid dropping it or pulling any cables. So I'm gonna have a look now which cables I need to undo. Let's have a look. Nice and easy. There we are. That side is off. Don't see any cables. I think I can see some cables at the bottom. Nothing on this side, so just put the creeper under there. Not pulling on any cables yet, which is good. There we are. So there's a plug down here that we need to unplug. And like I said, it depends if you got parking sensors or whatever the equipment you got. It looks like there's only one plug. This side of the car, that's the plug they got there. So you just need to get to it. It pops off the locator there, nice and easy. Just lift it up, and what you need to do, it obviously has been off because the safety tab is not even in, so the bumper has been off at some stage. So you need to push it in. You will need two hands, just normal VAG group plug. Just squeeze it in. It lifts the tab in there, and then just unplug it, and that should be job done. And the bumper should come off, because the wiring obviously carries on into the sensor they got at the front there. There we are. Hopefully that will be it, and I can take the bumper off. There we are. Lovely jubbly, nothing else holding it. Obviously this model hasn't got the actual jet washers for the headlights, but sometimes you might have a unit there and you will have a plug coming from the screen wash bottle. You just have to squeeze it and unplug it, and obviously try and catch the fluid that's going to be coming out. So just going to put the bumper somewhere safe. Right, so this is the kit. Obviously we've got the side bits, the main grille, the other side bit, and the adapters to fit the new grille. They look different from the ones we already got in the bumper. I thought you can reuse them, but no, they're actually different to fit this one in there. And obviously that bit holds the sensor in the middle. So yeah, what we do now is lay the bumper down without scratching it. Right, so to do these side bits, hopefully all you're going to need is just a flat blade screwdriver to push the tabs out. Obviously, like I said, this one hasn't got the parking sensors. If you do, you obviously just clip them in there. My new ones in the kit come with the blank there as well. So if they tie, you can always use the WD-40 to free them off, but hopefully they shouldn't be too bad. So start from one side and start pushing it through. Once you start going through, the tabs shouldn't go back in anymore. Bottom ones to make sure they're all free. Yep, that one's free now. Lift that one up, that's pushing through. That one's pushing through. There we are. It just pops off. Like I said, just little tabs. You lift them off on there and the whole thing comes out. While we're there, obviously we'll fit the new one in there. So it should just clip in. Get the side bits in first, and then locate everything where it's supposed to be. Obviously it's aftermarket, so you might need to wiggle it a little bit first. Right, so that started. There we are. It's all clipping in. Yeah, that's all good. That's a good fit, and exactly the same on the other side. Right, so now we have to remove the foam from there first. Pull the tabs apart so we don't damage anything. There we are. And one in the middle. Now the next step will be to unplug the radar sensor. The size we're going to need for them is Torx probably 27, Torx 25. So let's get them all out of there. one. And there's lots of tabs. Also gonna need a screwdriver. Okay, judging by the new one, I think we need to remove this part out of there, unfortunately, in order for it to come out. Okay, so let's remove that. There you go. So that's the bottom bit off. Now let's carry on. Try to remove this. The old one back in again. It's better. Keep lifting it up, guys, so it doesn't click back in. You need to keep the pressure going. Luckily, none of them are breaking. It's because it's not old. It was an old car. I bet half of them would have been snapped by now. So that's that grill off. That was fun. And obviously, like I said, you got the sense that they will have to remove out of here. Right, so now we got the top bit to remove as well. Looks like it's that one there. That one there. Right, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 of them holding that on. And hopefully, there's plastic clips as well. That was really tight. Right, carry on. Another one of them. That one and that one. Jesus Christ. There we are. Right, so that's that bit off. Well, now, hopefully, all we got is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws. Right, judging by the new one, these tabs need to go in, those ones there, another 2 here, and that should start popping out. So again, pressure on one side and start lifting them up, and hopefully, there you go, it's coming off, it's coming off. Right guys, so double checked again on the new one, and once you pull them through, and there's a couple on each side here, they need to undo as well, lift them up, it will start going through, but it's really tight. So get my fingers in there again and carry on popping them off. This corner is really tight. There we are. I think that is it. Jesus Christ, that was a mission. So there we are. That's the old grill off. Right, so here we got the new one, obviously being aftermarket. I hope it does clip in into everything. I will let you know in a second. And like I said, also the link for these parts will be in the description below if you're looking to get one. So yeah, hopefully this will fit where it should and how it should. So I'll do probably the top bit first, because the top bit was the most difficult one to just locate it all where it's supposed to. Everything's clipped in. Let me just turn it. Double check all the gaps. Obviously now I have to bolt the other bit on at the bottom. So from now on guys, obviously it will look better in there. I've put the cover under there so it's all nice and clear, because the gloss black will scratch a lot easier than what we had on there before. So I put a cover under there so it's nice and clean. From now on, you're just doing everything in reverse. Apart from obviously the sensor, we need to go in the new bit that's going to be holding it on. So I'm going to screw them in. So don't forget, in the kit you're obviously going to have the new bracket for it, because the old one wouldn't fit because of the shape of it. So you're going to need to bolt that back on. And now obviously we got the bottom one to fit where the sensor is going to go. So let's align that as well. It's clipped in. That's clipped in. Just to show you something quickly, obviously fitting this bit in, it's all in, but I'm not exactly happy with how this is. It hasn't got any clip on there for some reason. I don't know if it was a defect or not, but that's not close to it, and this is where the radiator is going to be sitting. So I think I'm personally going to pull it off and drill it and put a cable tie in there, so obviously it holds it where it's supposed to as tight as it can, to avoid any issue with the radiator, because that's quite a bit of a play there. Right guys, so as I said, I've drilled the bit and put cable tie in there, so that's not moving at all. Sitting nice and flat on there. So all we have to do now is squeeze the tabs in to get the sensor out of there. It goes up, and then obviously fit it in there. It's the same fitting there. Once that is in, just obviously route the cable to the side where it was. So you got the plug there, and then obviously you have to fit the under tray on, slide it all in there, make sure the tabs all go in. Right, obviously don't forget to fit the foam bit there as well, clip it in. So as you can see, I've fit it in there, the sensor is in there, I routed it how it's supposed to be. I'm obviously going to plug it in once the bumper goes on. This bit is in as well. Right guys, so here we are. I've waited till next day so I can open the doors and get a bit of light on there. It looks amazing. I do need to tidy it up, clean it up a little bit because it's a bit dusty, but the results are awesome, as you can see. I mean, you haven't got any more chrome as well, which is pretty cool. The side bits, the side grills are looking amazing. The fitment is pretty good, I must admit. I mean, it was a bit of hard work to get the grill back in and take the other one out. So yeah, I'll fast forward the video because that was just a lot. I do recommend having probably an extra person helping you, because it's the pressure they have to apply when you're popping it off, all them little clips. And I would recommend probably using a bit of WD-40 as well if you can, because when you pop 2 or 3, the pressure of all the others keeps trying to push it back in, to clip it back in. So it was a bit of hard work, but yeah, and fitting the new one in was a nightmare as well, because you have to align them all. Sometimes some clips clip in, the others don't, so you have to take it out again, push it back in, and yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare. Now in the beginning it did look a little bit gappy, but once you fitted the bits that come with it, that sit behind it and at the bottom here, and screw everything back in, everything's looking spot on. As you can see, it's all sitting on there properly, and the same with the side bits, they look amazing as well. But yeah, really happy with the results. If you are as well, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give us a like, please. Comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because we have got a few more videos coming out on this car, and there'll be plenty more coming out as well. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this. Have a good day. Bye.